Hello friends, today we are going to create a paper weaving, which I love. There's so much fun. So you are going to start out with a large piece of paper. We're holding it hot dog way. This is hamburger way. We're going to hold it hot dog way. And we are going to fold it in half. So I'm lining up corner to corner, folding it in half. Now, we are going to practice using our rulers today. So on the edge that's folded to the two edges that I brought together, I am going to hold my ruler against the edge. Now I am going to make a mark at 1 inch, 2 inches, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. 1 inch marks. Okay, now I'm going to switch to the other side. Excuse me, and do the same thing. 1 inch, 2 inch, 3, 4, wall 1 inch apart. 1 inch apart. Hold your ruler steady. You're going to use a pencil. I'm just using markers so you can see it a little better. So I have created little dashes 1 inch apart, all the way up the folded side and the edges that are meeting. Now I'm going to bring my ruler and connect those two dots. There we go. There we go. All the way across. Across, 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 and one more time. Across. Now, the folded side we are going to leave as is. The edge to edge side, where the two come together, we are going to hold the ruler against that. So you can see it's lined up right with the edge. So this is the part that's folded together, two sides come together. I'm holding the ruler flush with the edge of the paper. And I am going to draw a line all the way down the ruler. So your paper is going to look something like this. Now, I'm going to start at my folded side, holding them together, and I'm going to cut from the fold, and then I stop right at that line. At the fold, and then I stop right at that line. At the fold, then I stop right at that line. At the fold, then I stop right at that line. In weaving, there are such things as the warp and the weft. We are creating the warp, the thing that will hold all of the strips of paper that we are going to weave throughout it. From the edge, the folded edge, and then remember we're stopping at that line. Folded edge, because if we didn't stop there, then we would just be cutting strips all the way through. It wouldn't remain attached. Last one, starting where it's folded, going all the way. Now I am going to leave all my marks in the back. We are opening it up and we are left with cuts in the center and then strips of paper here at the end. Okay, so now comes in the different strips. So let's see, I want to try and do a rainbow. So I am going to go over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, and I'm going to push it all the way down, all the way, as far as I can go, down, down, down. It's okay if you have some hanging off the sides, we'll trim that later. orange. Now I'm going to do the opposite of what I just did with the red. So instead of going over here, I'm going under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. You might have to use your hand to push from the bottom. And I'm bringing it all the way down. And yellow's next. Again, opposite. So I went under here with the orange, so I'm going to go over it with the yellow to create that checkerboard look. Over, under, over, under. Over, under. Over, under. And we're going to push it all the way down. Keep pushing it. Sometimes they might come loose. You just have to work it back down. So you get the idea. We're going to fill the whole paper with all these different strips. So here I'm going to do the opposite. Again, it's always doing opposite of what you did before to create a true weaving. So this large piece of paper that we cut into is the warp, and these strips of paper are the weft. Happy weaving!